All right, yeah. Boss. Listen, born with the gift of giving you insight. Social commentary, they wanna know what my pen like. Before I met Christ, I spent nights in contemplation, trying to mastermind a new plan to build a spaceship so I could take flight and lead the streets to the gangsters. Sometimes I feel like the man with one eye in the land of the blunt, crippled and high just to get by. Got us justifying killing our minds. And everywhere you go, from the streets to suburbia, the block to the boardroom, the mood is disturbia. Guarded like we still in the garden, still in the dark, still hide behind trees, whatever eases the heart. Look, mama ain't raised no savage, but I was born in the madness, quickly adapting, I conformed to the habits. Remember when they called us niggas in training? Had us fighting each other for entertainment. The struggle made us dangerous and anxious to make a name. Only two choices, you active or you
just waiting for that beat switch. But like a good wait.
You know it's there.
I know it's coming, bro. I can feel it.
No apologies to the critics or enemies. All I ever wanted was options and inner peace. So I took every chance.
That's good, you know the anticipation.
It's like healthy anticipation.
Hip hop saved me from thugging. I'm on a new way, but music couldn't save me from the power of depravity.
Every 4 bars, I'm like, I think it's gonna happen. Not yet, not yet. Oh, I see it coming up. I see it.
Without the darkness wouldn't be no stars. Without the hard time, I wouldn't lean on God. And I don't need science to prove I found Jesus. Yeah, I got reasons and I got truth. Hip hop gave me something, but God made me anew. Fill every void, lift every voice. Gave me the spirit to counsel every choice. They say, don't forget where you came from. I say, don't forget who we came from.
And put the horns in that joint. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all come to the west side with me real quick.
Made it through the fire, now I'm sharper than a blade. Welcome to the intro, yeah, I'm setting up the stage. Table getting bigger, but my circle gotta shrink. Only real ones eat, yeah, my people gotta eat. Shout out to my mama, she was fighting on her knees. Praying I survive all the trials in the streets. Praying through the trauma, she was breaking every chain. Yeah, I wish I could tell her, yeah, her prayers weren't in vain. Yeah, I had to wipe all my tears from my face. Holding all the pressure, but ain't no diamonds in the bank. Pour me another cup, yeah, to empty all my pain. Seeing homies dying to them Ruby slugs every day. Yeah, I wanna make it out, but first I gotta change. Feeding for my coach, I'll get him taught without a stain. Yeah, I like that watermelon and fried chicken too. If you was my brother, you see the rims, you see the proof. We gon' make it out. God chose in that path, he gonna work it out. Put in that work, yeah, watch your life, yeah, turn around. No more working that pole, girl, clean your soul, girl. I already got my no, girl. I don't wanna bring back. Yeah, change your life today. Put it in God's hands. Don't wanna get smite with lightning. I know it's enticing. So got work, not priceless. Going round for round, toe to toe, Jake Paul Tyson.
Yes, sir. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure where we're gonna cut that because that was crazy. Imagine that's just the whole intro. Man, I'm here right now.
That was an exclusive. I did not even plan to put that on the show.
World premiere. Ooh, we always do world premieres on this show. I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 4, I think. Yeah, episode 4, season 2, baby. We're live. We're hot. I'm here with none other than Mr. JWOODZ, Mr. Litastic himself.
What's up?
In the building, man.
Doing, bro?
So good, man. So glad that you're here. Thank you for taking the drive. Thank you for taking the time. I know you was hustling today, and right after work you pulled up, man. That means a lot to me. So
I'm at my second job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What we doing, man? What's up? What was that? What did we just hear?
Man, I didn't know it was gonna be on the show. I was just trying to play it just to let y'all hear it. But hey, that's some exclusive stuff for DD2. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know, and if you don't know, I'm gonna just put you on real quick in the slightest way. DD, that's the double Dynasty. You know,
yes, sir.
My boy JWOODZ here and Microphone Boss, a brother to us. They collaborated on a track on an EP back in
last year. Actually, it was we dropped it last April of last year.
April of 23. All right, there's 5 tracks on there.
It was technically 5. Yeah, 5.
Five tracks on there, and They're making a sequel. That's all I'm gonna say. They're making a sequel. So y'all stay
Yeah.
tuned, man.
2025 is going to be a nice year for that for sure.
It will be a great year, bro. I feel that in a lot of our conversations and a lot of like our community, bro. Like, and just in like, or even like in my marriage, even in like my health, like in a lot of different areas. And I don't know. Some people might say, "Nah, you're tripping." You get those New Year jitters every year.
Yeah.
And to an extent, that is the truth. But I feel like, like 2025 is gonna be a good year, man. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to a lot of things in 2025.
Yeah, man, it's going to be dope. I'm looking to a lot of things too, just to see how God moves through each and everybody's life, how he answers every single thing that you've been asking for. I feel like 2025 is going to be a year of prosperity for a lot of people. A lot of people have been hurting. A lot of people have been going through a lot. I don't really get deep into politics or deep into different things, but I see just our year to come to be on a better horizon. So I'm excited for it.
I got a lot to look forward to, man. I feel like we all do. And for you on the music aspect, you said, so you just announced it in a way. I mean, we already knew. Well, some people knew. But so you got DD2, but you also have a single EP that's just the JWOODZ EP coming out as well, right?
Yeah, man. It actually was supposed to be out in 2024, but had some technical difficulties with the label that I'm on with some of the clearance stuff that we had for some of the beats that I chose, which, you live and you learn, you know what I mean? You live and you learn how to really move and how, especially dealing with labels and dealing with like real like business people, they're very serious about what they do and what they allow to put out. And
it's not just recording a song and distributing it.
There's like, a lot more to it.
Yeah, there's doors you got to go through.
Yeah, and it was more so in the sense of like the beats I bought, it's slap on the wrist. I got a lot of my beats from BeatStars, which is fine. Yeah, it's one of the biggest marketplaces for artists to go in and find beats and find producers. And don't get me wrong, some guys find, some artists and different types of artists find producers on there and grow great relationships. To where that producer is sending them stuff exclusively only to them. But there's a catalog of different stuff that's loaded up every single day. Like a song is loaded up every single day from an artist. The beats are doing this. BeatStars doing the same thing with producers. Yeah. And you can just go in and pick whatever you like, whatever you think that you want to sound like, or whatever. It's there.
Yeah, whatever.
And that's what I did, man. And I bit the bullet because, like I said, dealing with it with labels, it's a lot different. And when it comes to the royalties and comes to the ownership of the music, if you don't own the tracks or anything like that, the producer owns all of your master, then there's no ownership on your end to where they can't dig into the pot as well.
Even the label can't be involved the way that they want to be.
Yeah, facts.
And you're limited to that lease. Basically, they almost like let go of it at that point. And they're saying that producer who we have no affiliation with owns it. Therefore, you can't distribute it through our platform.
Yep, pretty much.
Dang, dude. So that's been a whole situation.
Yeah, because I was supposed to drop it back in July, just before the end of July. I think July 26th was my release date. And it got cut like 2 weeks before because YouTube came up and said, oh, this music sounds like it belongs to somebody else.
Right, they flagged it.
Yeah, they flagged it. So, yeah, I ended up having to take it all down and start from the beginning. I went ahead and I think it was a God thing, honestly. It's taken longer than what I expected, but in the midst of all that, I had a buddy of mine that hit me up, was like, yo, let's go ahead and reproduce them. So he reproduced the tracks for me, and yeah, bro, it came out really dope. So I'm excited.
Let's go, man. And who was that producer?
My bro Ty Lyric, man. From he's originally from Oklahoma. I met him in Oklahoma.
Okay,
he lived in different areas.
For sure.
He's a traveling minister. Him and his wife do a lot of cool stuff. He's a producer, rapper as well. Really dope artist, and major producer, bro. So I got a chance to work with him. He's worked with some really dope people in the industry as well on the gospel side. Yeah, and some different things, some different artists as well. But yeah, man, he produced it for me, and it's going to be dope.
So besides the issue of having to go through those doors with the label, and the production end, what are some of the biggest differences between operating as an artist fully independent and then working next to that label? Like, what are some of the benefits? What are some of the, like, obviously the producer thing, right, versus leasing and owning the tracks? That's a big hurdle that you're experiencing, you're walking through. But besides that, what are some of the good things that come from walking next to a label, and what are some other negative things that could be along with that?
I would only say really the only negative thing in regards to that for me, what I've experienced, which isn't a bad thing per se, but it's more so like if you're not really knowledgeable about the industry the label and being under the label will definitely get you knowledgeable about what to look out for. I feel like
lace you up.
Yeah, I feel like as independent artists, because technically I'm only under distribution, so technically I am still independent, but I'm not at the same time.
Right.
Because they take care of all of the back end stuff and put all the music out and pitch and do all different types of stuff. For
being involved in the level that you're at with distribution is kind of like the bridge between fully independent and a record deal.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that purgatory.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, I mean, I'm not like a music industry guru, but I believe like this whole distribution concept is a relatively new thing.
It is a new thing. A lot of labels were not doing it in the past. And you have your 60-30 and then you have your 60-40 split deals. Sometimes you have the 180 or whatever it's called, or I'm sorry, the 360 deals.
Yeah.
Where you're literally owning, like the label owns you completely, but you have the lifestyle that you've been wanting.
Right, you get that
check.
check.
To do everything. You get to be on the news. You get to do music videos and crazy expenses, and there's a budget that's usually a major budget put behind you for them to make money. It's almost like the stock market. That's what the industry really is. It's a stock market. They go out. They say
they front
the they front the money for the music, and they say how much they're going to probably get off of this deal, and then they're betting on you to make that work.
Yep.
And that's kind of how it
see
works.
that return.
Yeah, to see that return. And some artists, they get in really good deals where it's like the 60-40, but they still get like the marketing's behind it. They still get the whole budget, where it's easy to work with bigger artists because your label is fronting everything. So that artist is not asking for upfront costs.
Or sometimes y'all are even a part of the same label.
Yeah.
So it's just like the connection right there.
Connection is easy. You don't have to worry about nothing. You just send it to whoever is in the office to do all the paperwork. So, but it's different for me. I'm still running like I'm independent, but I have like you said, a little bit of that bridge to where they can take my music and put it in places that I couldn't do on my own.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire, man. How long have you been side by side with the label under distribution?
I've been so the label I'm under is called Lula Street Records. It's based out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
That's where it actually started in Kansas, but my label owner just moved back to Nashville, so the hub is in Nashville.
It is. Nashville is a hub too,
yeah,
like in general.
Huge. It's call it music city for a reason.
Yes, sir.
But anyways, bro, I've been with them for about 1.5 years now. I signed the deal back in May of last year.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been a little over a year now.
That's good, man. That's
a year
exciting.
some change.
The years, they go by quick, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, this year went by quick.
This year was like, eesh.
Yeah.
But no, it's been good though. But with the year not slowing down, right? It seems like every year they could go by a little quicker. You yourself, you're an owner, you're a founder, a part. How do you say? You put on an annual event, 2 annual events, technically. But one of them, from the conversation we had, you put more focus into more of the eggs in that basket.
Yeah.
And that's Gifted Summer Fest.
Yeah, man.
Fort Worth's very own.
Yeah.
1 year in Dallas.
Mm-mm.
And every other year, kind of Fort Worth in the Fort Worth area.
Yep.
That's gonna be here before we know it.
Yeah.
So what was the spark, man, that really got you and your partners to put on Gifted Summer in the first place? And what's kind of like some of the monumental points that you've felt and achieved along the way from when you started to where you are coming into 2025?
Yeah, man. That's some good stuff to ask. First and foremost, the inspiration came up from simply just tired of waiting.
That's good, bro. People don't talk about that.
Tired of waiting on opportunities to come. Why wait when God has already given you the talent, has already given you the drive, and has given you the vision to go out and do great things?
Yeah.
Why wait for someone to say, hey, come be on my platform? Now I can build my own platform. And it's no hate to nobody else that does it or has the opportunity to do those things. It's no shame. It's no shade at all. It's the fact of like, God already gave you the talent to go do it. It's like the Great Commission. God told his disciples to go out to make disciples, more disciples in his name.
Right.
It's the same thing with our music. That's our mission. That's our ministry.
It's already in your
Why
heart.
not go out and use it to the fullest extent? You know what I mean? And that's why we created Get the Summer, man. It just really wanted to share the idea of like, there's gifted individuals that you may not know. There's individuals that are around you that in your own back door, but your backyard that you may not know that are actually really dope. You know what I mean? And it was me and my bro Microphone Boss that we literally sat in his living room one night, and like we were like, yo, like, let's not just do something on our own. Like, let's just put something together. We're tired of having waiting for someone to give us a call to come on their platform, or having to figure out, all right, so this month we didn't do nothing, so next month we gotta figure out what to do.
Hope for that
Hope
opportunity.
for something to do, and sometimes opportunities don't come. You got to build your own opportunity.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And as artists, that's what we do as artists. When we get better, we build our opportunities to get better at our craft. So why not do the same thing with our, showing face in places and doing stuff for people and giving back to the community in some sort of fashion. And I was like, yo, let's just do something. So we did, man. We went to the Haltom Theater. Was the first year we did it.
Let's go.
Which, it's crazy coming off of a pandemic in 2021, being everything open and not everyone still kind of moving around and, still kind of scared of a COVID. We was like, we don't care. We're going to do it. So we did it. People had masks and, people came in, and we had more people in the space than I expected.
Good.
Because at that time, like, I'm still growing as an artist. So I'm like, I don't know who my audience is yet. Even though I've been doing music for a while, and, I have great numbers online, but like in person, it's like, how do you turn that
online audience into an actual fan base? Yep.
So I didn't know what to expect. I was like, bro, we're gonna have like 20 people in this joint, because it was a free event.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
We just paid, and luckily, like, the venue was only $100.
What?
And I think it's because we came out of the pandemic, so no one was doing anything.
So they were just eager to have.
Plus, it was a Thursday night, so that's probably why it was.
Not a good deal, though.
You know what I mean? But
that's not
we didn't know what we were really doing at that time. But we had two DJs, my bro DJ D13, another DJ that came out to be a part of it, and DJ Joe Rich was actually hosting it with the Holy Mix Show.
Okay.
DJ from Holy Mix Show. If you guys don't know, some people may know. Anyways, long story short.
Shout out to the Holy Mix Show.
Yeah.
One time, Joe Rich.
But anyways, man, we put this thing on. Got some artists that we knew that we had close relationships at the time to be a part of it, and we had a blast, man. We had a blast, and from there, bro, I was like, this is dope.
Yeah. Talk about it.
This is dope. We need to keep going. And my mind started going in circles like, yo, can we do this? I want to do this. I want to do that. And the rest is history, man. We're 4 years in, bro.
Bro, I feel like that, what you just said right there, the fact that y'all had a blast, like, and going back to any time I perform or put efforts into putting on an event, and we've talked about this before, like, it can be so easy to get caught up in these numbers.
So easy.
Or caught up in these results that we want to strive for. And there's nothing wrong with striving for that. Nothing wrong with that. We should be excellent at what we do.
Facts.
And we should want, but however, sometimes if we put too much attention on that, we could actually rob ourselves of the joy of just having a blast.
And sometimes it's hard, like being a festival owner, putting on shows and doing stuff. Like, I remember, like, some of the years, like especially year 2, I was so like going back and forth, not really knowing how to delegate my time, worried about if this artist is doing well, if the sound is good, and all this different stuff. So I'm not able to enjoy.
Around. Yeah,
I'm not able to enjoy what's going on in the moment, and I'm more so focused on the show. And I had to learn, you got to build a team.
Yeah.
You can't do this on your own. It was just me, Mike, and like maybe like 2 other people that like were helping door, making sure people got the tickets. Because the following year, that's when we start selling tickets for it.
Okay.
But long story short, I'm doing everything.
And what you really need, though, is like, you need like 5 good people, maybe more.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You and Mike don't even count, especially if y'all are performing.
Yeah, and that's the hardest part.
You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Like, it's like hard to enjoy because like you're worried about the show. You got to perform as well. And you're hoping everyone else is having a good time. Like,
yeah, it could be a lot. It could be a lot. It could be overwhelming. So what has helped you get through that? Like, to where, I mean, obviously I'm assuming you've built a bit of a team.
Yeah. So honestly, what helps me get through it, or helps me now, I think this year I was a lot more laid back just because things were handled. This past year that we just did. I think this past year, I felt it was different for the culture in regards to like the attendance and in regards to like what was going on, but it allowed me to really see in the importance of having people to be running different departments to make things move. Even though it felt not as much, it didn't feel as the other years, but everything was moving accordingly the way it was supposed to, in a sense.
Right.
I mean, we had a few hiccups. I think in every show there's going to be hiccups.
There's always going to be,
especially because we're not like major professionals and we don't have major professionals. But hey, that still doesn't mean we can't get the job done.
We're cooking with what we got.
Yeah, facts. And that's what I think I've learned. Just having that team behind you really helps you to be able to sit back and enjoy what you help put together.
Enjoy and participate.
Facts.
And one thing I'll say too, just outside looking in, running next to you, doing festival as well in the fall, right? You got
yes,
to
sir.
do the summer. I'll be doing the fall.
Make some shout out my boys, man, for Outlandish Fest. You feel me?
One time.
Yeah,
but running next to you in that,
I feel like I'm an Outlandish alumni or something, bro.
It's always been like, man, I never really told you this too, but I get to see. I feel like we kind of like bounce back on the calendar in a way, because I feel like I see you execute the summer, and I think the last 2 years, if not 3, three. The last 3 years, in some way, I've been able to be a part, whether on the team or as a performing artist. I participated in your event, and then likewise with Outlandish, you with Outlandish, and I feel like I get to examine what you do, take from it, learn from it, right? Take some notes, and then go and grow that. And then the following year, you kind of run back. Let's say you take from what happened in the fall, and then you run, you know what I mean? Like, basically every year we kind of each
look at something and say, okay, this is what I need to do differently.
Exactly. And I feel like that's a good thing to consider, to know that, like, hey, this isn't an individual operation, but there's other people in the city too. And when we like combine forces, we really can both elevate. The whole culture. I feel like
that's how the kingdom really works, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Honestly, at the end of the day, put the music aside, put the egos and whatever people may have and different things, bro. That's what the kingdom looks like at the end of the day.
It's not a solo ride.
It's not a solo ride. You can't do it all by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you said, it's like learning from each other, taking the opportunity to like sit back and like, okay, like I see what Brody was doing.
Right.
I see what we need to do, or I see what needs to happen.
And what works.
And what doesn't work for the city. And exactly. seeing the city, bro, you've been here for a while, and you've seen how it's grown and how these other different events are starting to shape.
Yeah.
It's like, what are they doing differently to draw people to want to be involved? Right. And that's what you have to do as someone that does something like this.
You have to adapt.
You have to give a service. Like, what is the value in what you're doing? Right. Because if you're just doing stuff with artists, it's like, okay, that's dope. You'll get people that love that artist and come support. But what are they leaving with? What are they actually leaving with? So where they're like, yo, I don't know what I just went to, but this was the craziest event, and I want more of it. Yeah. How do I get more? How do I get involved? And I think that's where I'm learning and how I'm wanting to move going forward. What can Gift the Summer do for people to be more of a service, to where they see Gift the Summer Fest, or they see the name and like, they're for the people and they're for the city. And that's what we're doing right now, man. We're working on a lot of cool stuff behind the scenes, just building more of a presence, foundation, not just as a festival, but as a helping hand in the community.
And that's the branding too. Like, people are going to see the name and just know what comes with that. Yeah. Like, this is more than a festival. Bro, I think of like ACL. Or no, not ACL. Yeah. No. Ooh, South by Southwest.
South by Southwest, yeah.
Every March in Austin, ACL is a different festival, also in Austin. But South by Southwest is more than just a music festival, bro. Yeah. At some point, it's like they got conferences, they got like classes,
panels and all kinds of stuff.
Yes, bro. And so
I've never been. I don't know why. As an artist, I've been in Texas most of my life, and I've never been to South by.
Well, it's so expensive, bro. Like,
I don't want to go.
For me, like, I've been.
It comes so quick too. Like, bro, it's like what, April or May when it happens, and like.
Yeah, like
March,
like, April, yeah.
It's like during Easter season, and it's like, I got family, I got kids, I got wife. Like, how do I just stick up and, all right, guys, I'm gonna be gone for like 3 days. Like, how does that work?
I keep calling it ACL. South by Southwest is really just for like small business owners, like single, people in their early 30s, and then college kids, bro.
Yeah, I think honestly, with how we're moving for Gifted, I think it's probably best for us to go this coming year.
Honestly, it wouldn't be. You could only benefit from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I kind of think of like, well, before I even expound on the next break, I was gonna say too. One thing I've noticed of you, so running next to you, right, helping each other grow, seeing what works, what doesn't. One thing I've noticed for you in these last year, maybe 2 years, outside looking in, I feel like you're a lot more confident too going in. Like your first year, maybe second year. Not that you weren't confident, but it's something new, right? So it's still you're learning. But I can attest to the fact that this third year, this fourth year going in, it's like you jump on that bike and you know where to go. Like, you know how to ride it. So that kind of alleviates a lot of the uncertainty of, you know, maybe I might not be scrambling this year. I'm able to enjoy it because I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like I already created this system.
Yeah.
The system's finna do what it does.
Yeah.
Let's just watch it happen.
Yeah. I can agree to an extent. And there's why I say this is because like I still feel like I make moves without thinking through all the way. But for some reason, I think because it's like I allow God to be in the midst of it, it just works out regardless. But there's some sort of hurdle that I have to go through.
Well, there's always a hurdle.
And it's mostly for me, like the two biggest things for me would be like a financial side of like getting the funds to do it. You know, because behind the scenes, I'm like, yo, how is this going to work? Like I'm scratching my head, like crunching numbers, like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. All right, cool, this month I'm gonna do this, do that. And then it goes back to the point of like, what am I really doing this for? You know, like sometimes, and I think, you know, as human, we can lose sight of why we do certain things. Yeah. And it's not that we we put ourselves in the way, but it's like a natural thing to just get in the way and not allow God to just take, you know, just to have it, to have full control. Yeah. You know, and I've learned, especially this last year, I've learned, you know, the confidence has always been there because I know it can be done and I've seen it be done, but I have to learn to let go and let God at the end of the day.
Even in that confidence, I'm not fully in control and I'm not driving the ship. I'm just really just obeying what God presented, you know, and working with what he allowed us and gave us to do.
And I mean, maybe that's why I said I don't really agree at some points. But then again, it's like just saying it, I do agree because it's like I just said, I get myself in the way and then God still makes it work.
Well, and then regardless too, like you could probably look at yourself year 1, year 4, completely different roles. You know what I mean? Completely different approach. You come back to doing something the 4th time, it's just like a little bit of sense of like, not I got this, right? Because again, spiritually, we know it goes back to like God allowing everything to happen, but it's like, I've played this game before in a way, you know what I mean? Yeah. I've rode this bike before. So it's like, you know, at least that's how kind of that's the biggest thing I've noticed for me years 3 and 4. Like 1 and 2, I don't know, man. It was different. But 3 and 4, like 3 was our big, like, can we really do this? You know, and then 4 was like, the question was, can we do it again?
Man, I feel like your year 3 was dope. Yeah. And that's the year I was on. I was able to actually finally perform. I think the second year I was supposed to be on it, but some stuff came up and I couldn't do it anymore. Long story short, just seeing it for that year, how well put it was together, like how, you know, well it was put together, and then just seeing everyone just really involved. Right. That was really cool. But I tell you this year, obviously, I know you guys probably feel like it looked different from what you've had. Yeah. But if you saw how many people were in sync.
And we talked about that too. Like we sold less tickets this year than we did last year. Yeah. Significantly.
And I know it's not about how many tickets you sell, but
I did look at that. Yeah. But here's the thing though. Last year, out of all those tickets, a lot of people left after a certain point. Yeah. And this year, though it was fewer, this was one of the themes for this year. Quality over quantity. Yep. Because these people were, like you said, they were in sync, bro. They were engaged. They stayed the whole time. Those are the people we want at our events.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's where you come down to the point of like what I said earlier, you know, giving people something they can remember and giving value to why they come and spend their money.
That capital to the events. Experience.
You know what I mean? Yep. Because like I said, there's a lot of events coming up, man. But I feel like with Gifted and Outlandish, those are the only like main festivals that we have in the city outside of other small events like your Praise Break that popped out this past year, and they did multiple events in Texas. Even went to Houston and did it, and they shut it down. So I think they're more of a traveling situation.
But as far as like putting a flag
in-house, you know, there's other people that do events, and that's no shade to anybody else that puts on events. Those events are great. But I do feel like there is a different demographic. Yes. You know, and we're aiming towards a younger crowd that is fiending for a place to enjoy Christ in a creative and a major way. And I think having those two things lined up for them for summer and then winter, like it's a good
routine. Yeah. And it's what's it called? I feel like the thing we have, not that it's a competition, and so it's not us against anybody else, But if we were to measure like the advantage, I think it would say simply just the time.
Yeah.
A lot of these events just popped out 2024 out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And some of them probably will stand the test of time and some may not. I don't know how long either Outlandish or Gifted Summer will last. But what I do know is thus far, we're putting in that work and we're popping out every year.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the goal, you know, just to keep popping out. Yeah. Just to keep popping out, keep putting on, and then see what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm proud of you on that one, bro.
Same, bro. Same to you, for real. Yes, sir. I don't know what they got going on over there. It's making me nervous. They standing up over there. Bro, let's talk about, I told you this earlier, and I got to just address it real quick. I feel like we're doing great with time. And
Elephants in the room.
Great with the flow. But I got to hit you with, like, bro, you are a father, bro. Like, you have 3 kids, and they are...
Everywhere.
Yeah, bro. And they are all young. Yeah. They're younger, right? They're all less than 10.
Yeah.
So they're young children. They're not young adults. Dude.
And it makes me feel old.
No.
They're not young adults. Like, dang, they're really about to get close to that.
They will be, though, before you know it. No, bro, trust me. I remember when my niece was born, I was 13, and I have this picture of me as a 13-year-old holding her in the hospital the night she was born. And then, like, she's getting ready to start the 10th grade.
Now she's almost the same size as you,
and I'm just like, am I old? Nah. Bro, but, like, I don't have kids. But my question to you is, what's that balance like, man, of being a father and being an artist? And, like, you know, do your children play inspirational roles in your music? Yeah. Do you learn lessons from your music and apply it with your parenting? Like, what's that collaboration like in your life?
Man, to be honest, bro, the balance has had different levels
across the timeline.
Across the timeline of me being, you know, pursuing this passion, pursuing this gift that God has given me. It's been a whirlwind, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm in a better place where things are more clear. Excuse me. Where things are more clear for the balance that I'm trying to create with this music thing and, you know, with my family aspect. Cause when I first started, bro, it was like, I was trying to go everywhere. I was doing everything, getting any call that I got, any opportunity that I found, I was going to go do it. Didn't matter if I had to leave work in the middle of the day where I'm losing money. Like, that's all I cared about. And it wasn't because I was like, oh, I'm going to do this and that's it. It's just like I had so much drive for it.
There was that ambition.
And it's, you know, like it's like when you're a new Christian, right? Most new Christians are on fire for God.
Right.
They're like on fire. You're like, even like if you're a seasoned Christian, you're like, bro, this dude is like out of this world crazy.
This dude at the grocery store trying to cast out demons.
Bro, he is literally, you know, please, like, you know, bro, like, bro, he is like on fire. You know, they're on fire, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But that's how I was as a new artist, bro. I was like, yo, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, people are asking me to come out to do things. Like, this is dope. God, thank you. Like, I'm gonna just take every opportunity I get. And I think there's a season for that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of artists have that season, and it's okay. But it's different when you have a family. I had a family before I started doing music. You know, I was already married, and my son was 9 months old.
Wow.
When I started. So when I started, it was very, like I said, a whirlwind. Throughout the years, I've learned. You know, I've matured in my ways of walking, in my ways of talking, in my ways of thinking, to where I'm able now to really have everything in order for me and my wife to be on one accord.
Nice.
When it comes to what I do. You know, there's times where I still like.
Of course, there's always gonna be.
I should have did something differently.
Yeah.
You know, and I just recently went through something like that with the tour I went on. Won't really go into it, but I should have thought more on why I was doing it, and really seeing that it wasn't really what God probably wanted me to do, but I just did it because I thought it was right.
Yeah.
And it felt good in the moment, but not really thinking how it affects other people behind the scenes. Long story short, like I said, I'm still working through stuff with my walk, with, you know, my music and my family, but I'm in a way better place. Not just because of that tour situation, but just in the last couple years, 3-4 years, I've slowed down and I've been more focused on, okay, if I do this event or if I travel here, it's for a reason, right? And I'm not hurting my family because my family is my first ministry before my music ministry. So that's what I have to remember, that my family comes first and then my music, you know. So that's kind of how I've been running for the last couple of years, bro. And it's been good, man. I would say to anybody that is married and trying to pursue a passion, like, you know, seek God first, talk to your spouse and see if it is right.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, you know, and that goes for male artists and female artists.
Like, is there room in that marriage right now? Maybe there's not right now. Maybe there will be later. But whether or not, you know, where you are now, is there room for me or her or anybody to pursue this passion?
Yeah.
Like, is there room for me to, like, yo, just so you know, I'm going to make sacrifices in, like, some events I might not be at. Some, you know, when you want to be at home, eat dinner together, I want to be at the studio. Like, there's always going to be some give and take, I guess, you know.
And what's cool, you know, if you're smart, and you know, want to build things around your music career and your family, like, you know, bring them into your world. Yeah. You know, because there was a time where my wife felt like she wasn't in my world. You know, she felt like, man, you're always doing this stuff you're talking about, I have no clue about. There's still times where she may say that, but it's more so because, like, it's something fresh. Right. But when it comes to, like, just being in my world, you know, I've made it clear I want my family at more of my events. I want to travel with my family. Like, if I get called to go somewhere out of town and I know it's like in Texas and I can drive there, I'm taking my family. Yeah. Like, hey, y'all gonna have to, you know, book my place to stay and make sure we're taken care of while we're there. I'm there. And that's what people have done. And it's been great. So that's what I mean, like, bring your family into your world to where they get a better understanding
of why you do.
And they can see what you're doing and why you're doing it. Not that they don't believe in you, you know, and not that they won't believe in you. It's just different.
Well, and they probably would want to be a part of it. And us being, like, the artist in that situation, you know, you may not realize that at first until you take the time to bring them in. And then it's like, it's kind of probably like revealing for both sides. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I did an event in Longview, Texas, a couple months ago. And, you know, it's a small event, small little church, but it felt like home, you know, it felt like I wasn't too far, but it was about 2.5 drive. Okay. And I took my whole family and just, that wasn't the first time, obviously, but I'm just bringing up a recent situation, and being there with them, they enjoyed it, and people enjoy, like, meeting my family, like, oh, this is your family, oh, this is your wife, your kids, so beautiful, like, you guys are a blessing to us, thank you. And my wife can see that, my kids can see how important it is of why I chose to do this, right? Why I chose to go down this path, and what God is going to do through us, and with us in this time. So,
and then you become relatable too. Like, you're not just some artist that they book to come out. You're a family man. You know what I mean? You do more than just minister or perform. It's like, man, hey, this is my people. Like, this is who I live with. This is my team right here.
Yeah, facts.
You know, let me meet you, my team.
Yeah, facts.
That's really cool, bro.
Facts.
Man, I want to take a moment real quick. I know we had talked about you doing a live performance.
Oh.
So I want to transition.
Yeah.
I want to transition into what we got here, man. So should we, like, lace them up with what's going on, or should we just attack it?
Oh, man, whatever you want to do, bro. What you want me to do, bro?
Man, so earlier in the intro, y'all heard world premiere, you know, title of the song Broke Man 2 off of the upcoming EP Double Dynasty 2.
Yes, sir.
So right now what we got, my boy is doing one of his more popular songs, I'm Free rendition. If you've heard this, it's only been in person. Yeah. It's not on DSPs. And I don't know what's gonna happen if this instrumental should fly on.
It should fly
through when I distribute the podcast.
It should fly
because we took out some of the samples and stuff.
Yeah.
So we got my boy going over the instrumental with the song I'm Free. So we're gonna do this one time. Grace and Good Friends. Let's get it.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, let me talk my stuff real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, look, check me. Hey, I told them to leave, my demons depressed. They want me to die, they know I'm a threat. Have a few things to get on my chest. I've been in the darkness, not living the best. Pushing my ears, I'm living the rest. I'm in the go with the best. Bringing the God and I fell off. Run it back. Cut. I can't believe I did that. Yo. Whoa. Where we at? I'm having a Drake moment right now.
Nah,
yo, you changed the beat, man. You changed the beat.
He's like,
hold up, on the BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Look, check me. Hey, okay, look, hey. I told them to leave, my demons depressed. They want me to die, they know I'm a threat. Have a few things to get off my chest. I've been in the darkness, not living the best. Searching for real, I wonder what's next. Pushing my limits, no time for the rest. It can get ugly, I'm willing to bet. Play the wrong cards, you end up in debt. Woo, that's a true story, cause I've been there. Been hanging on a limb with no care. Just doing my thing, screaming no well. Like who cares? I was out doing my things. Deep in these trenches, boy, playing with flames. Tired of living a lie. Clean up my act, to God be the glorious game. I've been lost. I'm tired of my life feeling pissed off. I battled the flesh, had to lay it to rest. These spirits attached, God give me the steps. God provides, no need to find between the lines. Peace of mind, we'll be fine. Say what? Why should I fear if I'm rolling with the Most High? Yeah. I got a family that count on me. I got a grind to the death of me. Never look back, look ahead of me. Ain't with the captain, I put it in action. Yeah, God rode the captain, so he be the captain. Best on my slide, hop in the ride, pick up my problems, I give it to God. Give it a glide. We hitting good, we hit the spot. Eating real good, cause I hit the spot. Roll with the mind, we at the top. Give me my all, cause that's all I got. Work on my life, cause my soul is bought. All thanks to God, he paid the cost. Say what? Ain't no chains on me, look, baby, I'm free. Hey, ain't no weight on me, look, baby, I'm free. Hey, look, you chill in the backwoods, look, baby, I'm free. Hey, I got the key. Hey, look, baby, I'm free. Yeah,
y'all heard it right here.
You
Great
can find
friends.
Yes, sir. You can find the actual song on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you bump your music. You feel me?
That's right. Even Deezer. We on Pandora. We on Amazon
Music.
JWOODZ, man.
Yes, sir.
A true big brother to me, man. Thank you so much for popping out.
Thank you.
Your stuff.
Thank you,
Real
bro.
quick before we get out of here, that's your camera. I want you to talk to the people. Any encouraging word or just any like quote or anything you want to share, man. It's your moment. And then also, please let us know where we can find your Instagrams, your TikToks, Twitters, all of that. Just let us know right here, man.
Yeah, man. So I want to give y'all a little word, man. I've been going through this, season in life and just realizing who I am in God and who I am in Christ, and who I am as a father, as a husband, and as an artist as well, and how I want to serve people and how I want to serve myself to get better, to be a better person. And I've learned what I want to give to everybody is to just tell you, don't chase opportunity, chase purpose. Because opportunity comes and go, but purpose is always going to be there. So chase purpose, don't chase opportunity. So that's my biggest thing. You can find me on all social media platforms, on IG at JWOODZ Music _, and that's music with a Z, MUZIC. And you can find me as Jordan Gatewood. That's my normal name on Facebook. I have a music page, JWOODZ Music as well. And you can find me on Spotify, iTunes, like I said, on all DSPs, wherever you listen to your music and stream your music, I'm there. So, yeah, thank you again, bro, for letting me be on this show, bro.
Yes, sir. JWOODZ, man. Y'all check him out for real. Follow him. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Look forward to Double Dynasty 2 and the EP coming out 2025. And Gifted Summer 25, baby. It's up. Yes. Love y'all. Grace and good friends, man. We're out of here.
Yes, sir.
Peace. Yes, sir.
How was it?
That was fire, bro.